Hello folks. While I'm letting my fingers rest here, I thought I would show you something here that I've learned. And today I'm going to show you a little trick that I've learned using a Frankford Arsenal case trimmer. Now, what I'm loading today is, hopefully you can see that. If not, this is a 6.5 Creedmoor case. But I am not loading 6.5 Creedmoor. I am loading 6mm Creedmoor. All you got to do to load 6mm Creedmoor is take a 6.5 case and run it down, and it will neck down the case neck here enough to hold the 6mm. So the trick that I'm going to show you is that I have bought a bunch of cases from Carry the Bullet Man, or Case Man, something like that. Let's see. Carry Brass Guy, right here. Now, hopefully, yeah, I showed my address and all that, but that's all right. Everybody knows where I'm at. But Carry the Brass Guy. And when I got these cases, I buy the cheapest cases I can get. They're mixed head stamps, which is okay. I don't care about that. I'm using these for hunting. But as almost all of these places do, they tumble these cases a lot. And to get them clean, you got to tumble them pretty aggressively. And after I shoot them, I'll tumble them a lot. Well, what that does, the tumbling on the case mouth right here causes this very mouth to ping just a little bit right here on the outside. Now, it don't matter as much on the inside because you're going to knock that out anyhow. But the outside here is what the problem is. When you run this in like a Frankford Arsenal tumbler, I'm sorry, not a tumbler, but a trimmer, it has a collet on the inside. And what happens is you get your length by inserting this into the collet, just like this. And then there's a trimmer in there that's running. Well, that trimmer trims it off, and then you pull it out. Well, what happens is this little case neck right here on the outside, a lot of times that don't want to go through the collet. It fits in there tight, and then after you trim it, it causes it to trim pretty sharp, and once it's in there, it catches on the collet, and you can't pull it out. I generally have to use pliers to do that. Well, there's a trick to this, and I'm going to show it to you now. Seems to work pretty good, and just watch this, and you might remember this. If you're using any kind of collet type case trimmer, this should work. And I'm not saying this Carry Brass Guy has got the brass cases or his are ping. I've found that mine do the same thing if I tumble them here at home. So, saying that, I'm going to show you something here. Okay, this is a Frankford Arsenal case trimmer here. Now, case trimming is the most tiring effort you can probably do, but I'm going to show you here a little trick. Okay, let's turn it on. Now, instead of going in here and trimming it first, you don't want to do that. You want to go up here and decamfer the outside and do it pretty aggressively. If you notice that I've got a pretty aggressive decamper there. Now run it in the trimmer. Now watch this. See how easy that came out? I didn't have to use pliers or nothing else. You decamper the neck, hit it on the outside again, and we're going to check to make sure that doesn't have any crimps there on the primer. Clean the primer up just a little bit, and that case now is ready to be reloaded for a 6mm Creedmoor. Start with this one. Of course, they could be any order. I mean, you can change up the order, but start with that one. Decamper that one first, then trim it, then do your inside neck, outside neck, and then do your primer hole. That, folks, is the cheapest way, or not necessarily the cheapest, but the best way to trim cases. Thanks for watching.